Mountain Mobility is Buncombe County's community and public transportation system and is operated through the Transportation Division of the Buncombe County Planning Department. The system was formed in 1989 and is celebrating 20 years of service this year. Over the years, the system has grown to serve a number of human service agencies, other governmental departments, and the general public.
I've served on the board for over 10 years, and it's been a real learning experience to me. When I started, I knew nothing about community transportation, and over the years I've been able to see what an incredibly valuable resource this is to this community. I've seen a number of changes. I've observed a very dedicated staff who have done everything in their power to get the funding needed to expand services.
62 full-time and part-time workers are employed in the operations and administration of Mountain Mobility. Over 500 passenger trips are provided throughout Buncombe County on a typical weekday. Mountain Mobility utilizes a fleet of 30 lift-equipped vans, 6 standard vans and a minivan, and 5 small buses. Mountain Mobility drivers receive adequate training in defensive driving, special needs assistance, first aid, adult and infant CPR, and many other areas. Each driver must have a good driving record, driving experience, and be familiar with Buncombe County's roads and highways. All drivers have clean criminal background checks and must pass ongoing drug and alcohol screening programs.
All the staff at Mountain Mobility work so hard to contribute to the success of the program and the services provided. And the drivers in particular, they are just wonderful. They go above and beyond to assure safe transportation of their passengers, and they also show a great deal of care about their passengers. They do a difficult and challenging job, and they do it well, and they are very deserving of our recognition and our thanks.
Mountain Mobility provides a variety of transportation services. 3 deviated fixed routes serve the Black Mountain, Inca Candler, and North Buncombe communities. These routes are called Trailblazer routes, where a small bus runs along a preset route and schedule in each community and connects with Asheville transit routes. Riders may flag down the bus anywhere along the route. Trailblazer routes are open to anyone to ride, and the buses are lift-equipped to accommodate mobility needs. An additional fare is applicable if the rider transfers to an Asheville transit bus. If a rider calls Mountain Mobility in advance, the Trailblazer buses can deviate up to a quarter mile off the scheduled route to pick up a passenger that is unable to access the bus along the route. Mountain Mobility also provides door-to-door demand response service for residents of Buncombe County, older adults, people with disabilities, and clients of human service agencies that contract with Mountain Mobility to provide transportation services. These door-to-door trips must be scheduled by 3 p.m. the business day before the ride is needed. Door-to-door services are shared rides, so you may travel with other passengers, and you may not go directly from your point of origin to your destination. Coordinating trips allows the system to operate more cost-effective, allowing the system to provide more transportation service for less money. In addition to services provided directly by the system, Mountain Mobility sponsors the Senior Bus Pass program. This program provides a bus pass for seniors aged 65 and older who are willing and able to use Asheville Transit System's fixed route bus services to meet their transportation needs. The program provides the monthly bus pass to eligible seniors at no cost. Mountain Mobility operates Monday through Saturday from 5:30 a.m. to 7:30 p.m. To schedule a trip or for more information about Mountain Mobility services, you can call their office from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday. Callers can leave a message after hours on weekends and holidays if needed. Transportation services are not available on some holidays. These holidays include New Year's Day, Martin Luther King Day, July 4th, Labor Day, Thanksgiving Day, and Christmas Day. Mountain Mobility is funded through a combination of local county funds, state and federal grant funds, contracting service fees, and passenger fares and donations.
With the Black Mountain Trailblazer, that started out with a special grant to provide transportation not only to people who are eligible for Mountain Mobility services, such as folks with disabilities or folks who meet certain income guidelines, but also availability to transportation for that area to the general public with a fare. Due in part to the large success of the Black Mountain Trailblazer route, We now have 2 additional Trailblazer routes, one to North Buncombe County and one to Inca Candler.
For many riders, service is provided at no cost if they are affiliated with agencies or programs that pay for their clients to be transported.
Well, I'm visually impaired, and I've been from birth, so that gives me, I have to ride something, because we have no family here, and it's my husband and I, and he's totally blind. So we've been using Mountain Mobility since we've been here. This time we've been here from 2004, and we use it to come to work, back and forth. We use it to doctor's appointments, and I also use it for the weekends when I go grocery shopping or any of the shopping that I do, and they are very prompt and very nice people to work with. We've also used it before from 1992 to 1998 when it was still Boost, I think. And we used it for the same reason, and we've never been displeased, and it's the same program, but we're glad they still have it, and we'll always use it as long as we can.
When a person signs up for service, they'll be told if they must pay a fare. Fares are collected by the driver when a passenger boards the vehicle. Passengers should have correct change in cash, or you may purchase coupons through Mountain Mobility. The fare on a Trailblazer fixed route is 50 cents per boarding, and a $3 fare is required each way if a person travels door to door as a general public passenger, and a $2 fare is required each way if a person travels door to door under the Asheville Transit ADA Paratransit program. Mountain Mobility serves all of Buncombe County. Trailblazer routes are open to the general public and anyone can ride. Door-to-door passenger service may be restricted to certain areas, destinations, or trip purposes depending on eligibility and/or funding available to provide the service. Eligibility may be determined by a number of factors including where a person lives, their age, and what type of trip is needed. For example, medical, shopping, or employment.
It would be really difficult without them. We wouldn't be coming to work. They're a great help to not only myself and other visually impaired persons here who ride them, but they're elderly, utterly elderly persons that have to go to the store or doctor. They also took me in July when I had carpal surgery done on my hand. My husband went with me, and they brought me home. And then when my leader dog here, Raven, has had to go to the vet for any reason, they have made sure that I got there and back. 3 weeks ago when we had to shut down Friday, when we had that 8 inches of snow, they made sure that we all got home safely. They just do a wonderful job, and we really appreciate them.
Agencies that contract with the system are responsible for signing up their clients for service. For safety reasons, additional information may be required before any person under the age of 18 is transported. Communication with passengers and the general public about Mountain Mobility is welcome and is essential in providing a safe, reliable, and responsive transportation service. Please contact the Mountain Mobility office at 258-0186 for more information or to sign up for a door-to-door service. Additional information is also available online at buncombecounty.org/transportation.